keeping the barbarians from the gate.
I got into the labor movement not because I wanted to negotiate wages. I got into the labor movement because I saw it as a vehicle to do massive social change to improve the lots of people.
Let's take these son of a out and give America back to America where we belong. Thank you very much. Thank you.
As far as I'm concerned, the Tea Party can go straight to hell. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
Welcome back to hour number 2 on this Friday. I'm Brian Sommerfield. He's Trucker Randy. We are your defending fathers, and got a guest for you this hour. We've got Don Volaric, who is on the phone with us, and welcome to the program. You're on with Trucker Randy and Brian Sommerfield.
Thanks, Brian and Randy. I appreciate it, and give me the opportunity to speak to all your listeners.
Let me give a little bit of background. You are running down in the 9th District, down in the Oakland County area, a little bit of Macomb County, and it is the seat that we are trying desperately to get untrenched from Sander Levin, who has been there for about 30 years.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it's a lot of Macomb County. 70% of the district's in Macomb and 30% is in Oakland County. But what's nice about Oakland County is no longer do I have Southfield, Oak Park, and Lathrop Village. We pick up Bloomfield Township, Bingham Farms, Royal Oak City, and also Madison Heights, Ferndale, Hazel Park. Those areas as well are a little bit more leaning in the opposite direction than what I would hope, but we're going to do well here.
It's tough running against an incumbent, but especially a 30-year one. I remember watching this race 2 years ago, looking at the early polling results going, this looks tight down there. It looks like he could be in trouble. He escaped, and now what does it look like coming up for this next race coming up in another 12 days?
Well, the district is about a 50,000 vote swing conservative. I'd rather under-promise and over-deliver. We're right here, and I believe we're going to shock the world here. Sander Levin has been a career politician for actually 48 years. He's just been a United States congressman for the last 30. The gentleman is just at this point is more part of the problem than the solution. I'm just looking to pick up where he's left off and, get the job done, give real service to the district, and bring the private sector skills to Washington that will stop the arguing, stop the bannering, and get some things done. I mean, whoever is a federal official in 2013 is going to have a Mount Everest of work to do. We bring the executive skill sets to multitask, get multiple things done at the same time, and get this ship turned around and in the right direction. We have all pro-USA policies, pro-Michigander policies, and the bottom line, if both parties can't agree on that as far as, bringing back Made in the USA, then we're just going to have to make a decision that who's there for the right reasons and who is not. So. Well,
you've got a great resume and, a lot of business experience and a lot of things that you definitely can take to Washington. But your core beliefs are right there. Supporting the U.S. Constitution, limited government, state sovereignty, all the things that we really look at.
Yeah, no, I mean, you have to start there. I mean, if you get elected, you put your hand on the Bible and you swear to uphold the Constitution, so help me God. I don't know what the problem is with that. Yes, I have read the book many times. I'm not looking to interpretate it. It's pretty simple. It's a 40-page easy read. Unfortunately, when you elect a lot of bureaucrats, they would like to interpret things in many different ways. I mean, there's 18 enumerated powers that Congress has in their hands, but it seems like Congress thinks it's like maybe 100, 150. So we definitely need to start by reducing the federal footprint on all of our throats, give back the dignity to the families, federal tax reform, energy independence, national sovereignty. We can do this. It's time. It's time to stop the nonsense and do what we need to do to get this done.
Hey, Don, up here in northern Michigan, we're noticing on the ground a lot of energy, a lot of not only your regular Republican people, but also a lot of Tea Party groups and things like that are getting really excited about this election and getting out the vote. What's the energy like down there in Macomb and Oakland County?
No, I mean, huge. They are ready. There'll be no one that doesn't go out and vote as far as the conservatives, as well as there's a lot of people that are concerned about this economy. I mean, there's one thing about a bad economy. It doesn't pick a winner and a loser. It has equal opportunity for everyone. And, we need to just focus on, what we need to do to, bring back, made in the USA. The jobs that are being created right now are just jobs that are more service-orientated jobs. They don't put a house over your head. They don't feed your children. They don't, send your kids to college. This is a bad situation, and bottom line, I'm sorry to keep on repeating this theme, but we need to bring back made in the USA. This is a worldwide economy, and we need to take care of our own house. If you can't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of anybody else? This has been long enough, and, it's time to get back to being exceptional, being a shining city on the hill. I don't want to be part of a one-world order. We're looking to get rid of the Fed. We're looking to stop foreign trade. There's a lot of things that needs to happen here. Excuse me, not foreign trade, but we got a lot of money going out to different countries as far as taking care of their sovereignty. And the bottom line is we need to take care of our own sovereignty right now. We definitely need to do foreign trade. Sorry, that was a slip. But we just need to focus once again, stop the arguing, get some people in there that have the skill sets to get this done.
Well, we're all in favor of cutting out the foreign aid and the UN and all of that. That's for sure. But one of the things that I think is a major factor in this race, it seems to be the last few days. I'll give you a perfect example. The bus tour is Rebuild America, Defeat Obama tour is turning around the bus, coming to an event we're hosting in Petoskey today. They were going to go to Wisconsin, but they see the trending for Mitt Romney is actually now possibly in a couple polls, or not only is it a dead heat, but it might be leaning in Romney's favor. Do you think that those coattails are going to help benefit you in defeating Sandra Levin?
Sure. Of course.
Macomb County is a big union blue-collar county. Do you actually think that we might be getting to win some of those people over and get some of those Reagan Democrats to vote for you guys?
Oh, definitely, because maybe the union executives have their agenda, but the families that are in unions definitely feel this economy. Bottom line here, and our message, isn't a far right, far left. Our message is just straight up, all about national sovereignty, about doing the right thing. There's no strings hanging from my back. I am no political puppet. It's time to just get people in there that are willing to do what has to happen and not play this nonsense back and forth as far as elephants and donkeys. It's time to bring out the eagles, and I'm ready to do this, and I think our message is exactly what people are looking for. Like I said, I'm not a politician, so I can't play politics with them. I am definitely a business guy. I definitely have a family. I have small children. Lily's 6, Lauren's 4.5, Brooklyn is 10 weeks old, all girls, and we're going to take care of those families the same way we would take care of our own. We're very focused on this, and we're not going to give them any nonsense. We're going to tell them the truth, and I believe the truth and the Constitution and all those things that go together is exactly what people are looking for. They're not looking for anyone to come out there and, when they talk the talk, not walk the walk. I will walk the walk. I will represent this district correctly, and I will get this done.
One of the main things that we're concerned about is the debt ceiling and increasing it anymore unless we get some legitimate, solid, verifiable cuts in government spending. If you're going to go to Congress, you get elected and you go there, if they ask you to raise the debt ceiling, how would you vote?
No.
Why?
Because the bottom line is that this is not a revenue issue. This is a spending issue. These guys are addicted to spending your money. It's easy to spend someone else's money. We've already bankrupted the country. We're going to be 105% of GDP right now. If it wasn't for what's happening over in Europe, we wouldn't have people buying our United States Treasury bonds. As soon as that happens where, we can't sell our United States Treasury bonds, that's the fiscal cliff, I promise you. And it'll be all over. We'll have hyperinflation like you could not ever imagine. We are devaluating our dollar. This is just a combination of just an unbelievable situation. And like I said, we're somewhat lucky because of what's happening in Europe is basically the future of what we're going to. So since they're already there. They already have bankrupted their countries. So when money is still coming in to buy our United States Treasury bonds, as soon as that stops, and if we don't have our fiscal house in order, that cliff is going to be a long ways down.
Well, one of the things that I'm concerned about is back in 2010, our district was represented by Congressman Dan Benishek. And Dan said a lot of the very same things you're saying right now, he said back in 2010. But, he got to Washington, and I asked him in Traverse City, I said, Dan, did you go to, freshman orientation, and they, sealed the doors and put duct tape over the cracks, and then all of a sudden some gas started coming out of the vents, and they walked around with trays of little cups of Kool-aide, and you guys all sat there and drank the Kool-Aide and breathed that air? Because he's voted for raising the debt ceiling. He voted for the National Defense Authorization Act and CISPA and all these other things that were like, what's going on? Are you going to be that kind of congressman?
No way. Look, I'm giving you my word right now over the radio. Everyone that is listening right now, I'm not here to play that game. I'm here to save our country. I've got little kids. I've got a family. We need to get some adults in the room. I'm sorry that Mr. Benishek said one thing and did another, but that's on him. And like I said, we need to get the right people elected. This takes integrity. This takes courage. This takes a faith, too, as well. We are ready to deliver. And sorry, but I don't like Kool-Aide. And, you can look at my finances and so on and so forth. The Republican Party's not backing me either, even though I'm their nominee, because the bottom line here is I'm not looking to participate in both parties partying too much with your money. It's time to get some fiscal responsibility in place. It's time to get some backbone, some courage, and stand up to what we know is happening here. And I think you guys know as well as me that it's not 536 elected officials that run this country. So it's time to turn around and get some people in there that are going to say, no, it's not going to happen. And you know what? If we get enough people that are like-minded, like myself, there, I think we can change the paradigm of how the federal government conducts business. And, it's going to take courage. I'm that guy. People that know me know that I'm not here feeding you a line, because if I was, 2 years goes by fast, and I'd be voted out, and I'd be a pariah in my own, district. The bottom line, I have 40 family members that either live in the district or live within 10 miles of the district. We will be held to a higher standard. I'd like to not get on the radio and talk. I want to get elected and let my work speak for itself. That's been my MO all my life. I promise you once again, you can count on me. And on November 6th, I want people's trust and I want their vote. We will deliver. I promise.
Don Volaric, thanks for calling in and joining us on Patriot Voice this morning. It's just, it's great having you on. We need to get more people elected just like you. That's the only way we are going to turn this nation around. We need liberty-minded individuals. We need defending fathers. We need you in Congress, and hopefully we can get the vote out for you. If any other reason, Sander Levin voted with Nancy Pelosi over 99% of the time.
Unbelievable.
Yep, that's right. I mean, these people up there are followers of their party. It's time to stop that nonsense, and it's time to focus on what's best for this country, bottom line. So get out to vote. Everyone go there. If anyone here would like to make a donation, it's time to do it right now. Go to Vote Volaric. Volaric spelled Volaric. We got a video that's going to be coming out that I think is going to hit people right where it needs to hit them, that this isn't about, a 48-year career politician. This is about the families, and we're going to represent.
I'm going to put a I'm going to put it on our Facebook page so that people will be able to go to your Facebook or to your website. Actually, it's very well done, well laid out. You can look at his policies and exactly where he stands on issues. Very well done. And again, thanks for joining us. You're listening to Your Defending Fathers.